In December 2005, Tokyo's financial world was shaken by an unprecedented event, a trading error that would become a legend. At the center of this storm was a man operating from a modest apartment, a self-taught trader who would turn a $13,600 investment into over $153 million. This is the story of Takashi Kotegawa, known to the world as BNF, born on March 5, 1978, in Ichikawa, Chiba, Japan. Takashi Kotegawa grew up during an era of uncertainty. Japan's 1980s economic miracle had faded into what became known as the lost decade, a time when job security crumbled and ambition met caution. In this fragile economy, young Takashi found comfort in the digital glow of his computer screen, escaping into anime, video games, and online message boards. Yet behind that calm demeanor was a restless curiosity for patterns, systems, and probabilities, the same traits that would later define his trading genius. During his university years, Takashi stumbled upon a documentary about Victor Niederhofer, a U.S. hedge fund manager renowned for his bold, mathematical approach to markets and for losing it all in dramatic fashion. Something about Niederhofer's story resonated deeply. The volatility, the risk, the intellectual puzzle of trading. It all spoke to Takashi's mind. Determined to enter the world of finance but lacking connections or capital, he worked tirelessly at part-time jobs, flipping burgers, stocking shelves, and delivering newspapers. Every yen he earned went into savings. 2 years later, he had amassed 1.6 million yen, roughly $13,600, his seed capital. In 2000, Takashi began trading. Japan's market was reeling from the dot-com collapse, creating volatility and opportunity. Early on, his losses were painful, but instead of giving up, he dissected every mistake, studying the psychology of market reactions. He developed a method based not on predictions, but on probability and price behavior. When markets panicked and prices plunged below their moving averages, Takashi saw opportunity. He focused on short-term rebounds, quick entries, quicker exits, and a disciplined detachment from emotion. In his own words, "The market doesn't care about what you think, only about what you do." By 2005, Takashi had transformed from a struggling beginner into one of Japan's most consistent day traders. But no one knew his name. He traded silently from his apartment, rarely leaving except for essentials. His life revolved around screens, charts, and analysis, a rhythm of isolation and focus that few could understand. Then came December 8, 2005, the day that would change everything. Mizuho Securities, one of Japan's largest brokerage firms, made a catastrophic error. A trader accidentally placed an order to sell 610,000 shares of JCOM Holdings at 1 yen each, instead of 1 share at 610,000 yen. In just 85 seconds, chaos erupted. While others froze in disbelief, Takashi's mind went into overdrive. Sitting in his apartment, he recognized the impossible price and acted instantly. In those critical seconds, he executed a massive buy, acquiring 7,100 shares, nearly half the company. As the error was corrected, the stock's price skyrocketed. When the dust settled, Takashi had turned a few minutes of bold action into a profit of over 2 billion yen, about $20 million. Overnight, he became a national sensation, dubbed JCOM Man. Despite the fame, Takashi remained elusive. He refused most interviews and declined public appearances. Those who expected a flashy millionaire found instead a quiet, modest man living in a small apartment, his only luxuries being faster internet and more screens. In one rare interview, he explained, "I don't want to see the money. Seeing it makes me nervous. I trade worse when I think about it." To him, wealth was not freedom to consume, it was freedom to focus. The 2008 global financial crisis tested even the best traders. Seeking new challenges, Takashi ventured briefly into the U.S. market, buying shares of Lehman Brothers, believing it was oversold. Days later, Lehman declared bankruptcy, and his investment evaporated. For most, it would be a crushing blow, but for Takashi, it was another lesson. He later admitted, "I learned that I should only trade what I understand. Foreign markets have their own logic." He vowed never to trade overseas again. As others panicked, Takashi saw history repeating itself. He methodically purchased undervalued Japanese stocks across 90 companies, nearly 6.48 billion yen invested amid the fear. Months later, when recovery began, his patience paid off, earning him another $12 million. By the end of 2008, Takashi's net worth had exceeded 20 billion yen, roughly $153 million. Yet he still lived quietly, rarely traveling, still making his own meals, and still trading from his modest apartment. He began diversifying, purchasing commercial properties for passive income, but his heart remained in the markets. "As long as there are charts," he said, "I will trade." His lifestyle puzzled many. He didn't own a car, he didn't throw parties, he avoided luxury brands. To him, freedom was simplicity. His only indulgence was time to analyze, think, and act at his own pace. He once remarked, "If you live by comparing yourself to others, you'll never be happy." The market rewards individuality, not imitation. BNF's story inspired a generation of young traders across Japan. He became a symbol of intellectual independence, a reminder that success was not limited to Wall Street elites or institutional investors' forums, filled with posts dissecting his trades, screenshots, and strategy theories. Some called him a genius, others a statistical anomaly. But to those who understood discipline, he represented something deeper, a triumph of rationality over chaos. Today, Takashi Kotegawa remains largely private. His name rarely appears in the news, and his social media presence is minimal. Yet his legend endures, whispered among traders as proof that even in a world ruled by institutions, one man, one computer, and one strategy can rewrite the rules. Takashi Kotegawa's journey is not just about money. It's about patience, observation, and mastery of self. His rise from an ordinary student to a billionaire trader encapsulates a rare truth. The greatest trades are not against the market, they are against our own emotions. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the extraordinary life of Takashi Kotegawa. If his story inspired you, remember, discipline beats luck, and learning never stops. And share your thoughts below. Until next time, trade wisely, stay patient, and keep believing in your own edge.